Hey everybody, this is Len. I am one half of the Potter's Pickers, and those of you who are recent subscribers may not know this, but I tend to just kind of wing it in these videos. I don't really script too much, but to my new subscribers, I say thank you for subscribing. I know most of you were sent here by Pete, the Craigslist hunter, and his YouTube channel. He gave me a shout out 4 days ago, and I should have known something was up when, 4 days ago, I look and I have 460 or 461 subscribers. And then by lunchtime, I have like 525. And now I think I am up to around, how many am I up to here? 869. So that's the influence of the Craigslist hunter. So I just really appreciate that. Now, here's the thing. Pete is way smarter with this stuff than I am. In fact, almost everything I know about eBay, I did not figure out on my own in any way. I am at best what you could call a talented mimic. I watch videos by people like Pete, by people like Tracy, the entrepreneur girl, who is the last channel to give me a shout out. And I listen to a podcast called The Scavenger's Life. And I watch these videos and I take their advice. And I just do what they tell me to do. Or I do what they say is successful for them. And I try to emulate it. And that's kind of the beauty of this, is like, that's the point of this whole YouTube circle, right? The whole community of resellers is to show people the freedom that is in this. And there is freedom. I'm working my way toward being full-time. I have been for about 1.5 years. And we're probably about 1.5 years away from being able to fully sustain ourselves on eBay income alone. I haven't explored Amazon yet. I tried once. I failed miserably, and I don't feel a hurry to get back over there. Maybe I'll do it someday, but right now, not really on my radar. It's funny that Pete said in his video that, hey, go check out Len. He knows a lot about records. He'll teach you this, he'll teach you that. The only reason I started looking at records at all was because of Craigslist Hunter and a little video he has on his channel. And where is it? Where did it go? I think back in 2015. I think I should just have to search my history here because I just looked at it. I kind of debated sharing it with you, but here it is. It's called Best Item to Resell on eBay for 2015, number 24, Craigslist Hunter. Has 42,959 views. And this video is strictly talking about how he feels vinyl is a trending item, and it's going to remain trending. Now, up to this point, when I saw this video 1 year ago, I had been doing eBay for about 6 or 7 months. I watched this video, and vinyl was my game changer. I mean, it changed everything. My wife and I made a couple of big buys of bulk records of different titles, mostly like 80s stuff that I like. Here's the thing. I do this out of my house. So stuff that I buy for eBay, vinyl included, I'm going to buy stuff that I like. So if I get stuck with it, I'm not stuck with something I hate. So that's just kind of my philosophy. So I look for things that are interesting to me. But here's the thing is that since Pete made that video 1 year ago, what I've seen is vinyl is getting intensely competitive. We have probably 500 records listed. I have about another 200 in queue that need to be listed. And it is getting fiercely competitive. Stuff that was selling for $30 or $40 a year ago is selling for $12 to $15 today. So, and I've made some mistakes because I got complacent. I don't have to research this. I've sold this record. I know what it's worth. And so I've overspent on stuff like, for example, Iron Maiden, which a year and a half ago was hotter than a pistol. $40 record, $35 record. I stepped up and I spent, like Pete says in the video that I just mentioned, that most vinyl you can pick up for 25 cents, $1. That's less true today than it was then, although you still find that. People are hip to vinyl. People who are selling it, thrift stores, Goodwill, for example, had some Eagles records they were trying to sell for $9 at Goodwill. Okay, the little church thrift shop in my town here, they put the eBay listings right with the records, and it says eBay price, and then our price, which is usually about 25% less than eBay. So I'll go to flea markets and hope to find the people who have like the whole general store feel, where there's just stuff strewn everywhere and there's a box of records over there. That's what I'm looking for now, because even garage sales are getting crazy. Lady had a Bruce Springsteen record at a garage sale this year for $12. Okay. She's like, and I asked, any room in this? She said, oh, no, that's what it sells for online. Well, if I wanted to buy that record online, I would have stayed in my pajamas and I wouldn't be standing here in your garage. Okay, so it's getting very competitive. So what I'm doing now is I'm exploring different genres. I'm exploring things like polka, which Pete says in that video, and I think in this most recent video, don't go looking at polka. Don't go looking at certain things. There's polka records out there that are worth hella money. And it takes a lot of research to find them, but they're out there. Jazz, same thing. There's a lot of jazz out there that's very common, and there's a lot of jazz out there that's very collectible. There's German stuff, this German ethereal weird stuff you would like hear when you're doing like a massage, getting a massage or something, that kind of stuff, and import metal, German death metal and stuff like that. You have to keep your eye out for stuff. I've found myself picking records out of dollar bins at record stores because they have no idea what they've got. And so you have to be flexible. The lesson in this, whether it's vinyl, collectibles, whatever it is, you have to be flexible. The market's changing and you've got to be willing to change with it. There will be a day when we're stuck with records because they just go dead. And I'm going to have to throw them out in a garage sale or put them on Craigslist or something. But until that day comes, I'm riding the wave. So anyhow, that's my rant on records. Little something for you here. We are still talking about a podcast. I'm still trying to convince my lovely wife to join me for doing a Potter's Pickers podcast. I don't know if we'll call it that, but my wife has so much to offer, and she's crazy shy about getting in front of a camera. So I'm trying to help get her over that. Maybe I put a mic on the other side of the computer where we're looking at each other, but the camera's only on me. I've been doing another podcast for about 2.5 years. In fact, this banner behind me, that's our website. It's a Christian theology and apologetics podcast. So I'm used to it. I've been doing YouTube. I have 5 YouTube channels. Believe it or not, not all of them are super active, but what I want to do is I want to keep you guys updated on what's selling. The what sold videos are great. I love Scavenger Life's what sold videos. I think Craigslist Hunter is he's the only haul videos I watch. In my opinion, there's 3 YouTube channels worth watching. Craigslist Hunter, Scavenger Life, their YouTube channel and podcast, and The Entrepreneur Girl. Everyone else is just kind of mimicking them. Honestly, not that there's anything wrong with that. I'm a mimic. I'm mimicking what they do. If you watch my videos or follow my YouTube channel very long, you'll see a lot of those people in terms of what I'm doing. You'll see a lot of them in me. So there's nothing wrong with that. sometimes it's just a matter of style. Maybe you don't like Pete's funky accent. I love it. I love it. So maybe you go watch someone else who's doing something similar to what he's doing and has a similar knowledge base. Great. But these tools that we have right now with the internet, it makes it super difficult. It makes it really competitive. No question about it. It just makes it really hard when the people you're buying from know what you know. And most of them do. I was in the car business for a long time, both at the front end of the business selling cars, and I was at the back end of the business in service, selling service. And I'll tell you what, there was a shift in around 2000 with the internet and Kelley Blue Book and all these online car reviewing websites and bloggers and things like that. The customer was super educated. There's no more pulling the wool over a customer's eye at a car dealership unless you just get a complete technological ignoramus walkthrough. Every customer is educated. You may as well consider that a truth when it comes to sellers. You're a reseller. You're going to pick from a seller, whether it's at a flea market, a garage sale, whatever. They're educated. And this is something that a philosophy that I really agree that I hold very firmly to, and that some pickers disagree with, is I disclose that I'm a picker. I'm not afraid. Like, here's the thing: if I'm at a garage sale and someone's like, "Oh, what are you buying all those books for?" I'm a reseller. Guess what I'm telling those people? I have money in my pocket and I'm here to buy. Let's make a deal. I'm not browsing. I'm not killing a Saturday. I'm working here. Okay. And what I've also found is that gives me negotiating power. Okay. Like, look, I have a certain margin I have to meet so I can pay my taxes and my fees and everything. So I have to have a little meat on the bone here. Can you help me out? People understand this, people do business. People today understand how business works. So I don't have to be ashamed or afraid of that. So, and there was something else that I wanted to say about this also, and right now it's gone. So, educated sellers. Okay. We were talking about disclosing being a reseller. I have been taken into more basements at garage sales because I've disclosed I'm a reseller. So I walk into a garage sale and I'm like, "Hey, do you have any records?" "Oh, no, I don't have any records." Oh, or, it'll just spark a conversation. I tell people what I do and they're like, "Well, would you be interested in this? Or would you be interested in that?" And I've been taken into the house and shown reel to reel audio players and stuff, and stereo systems and jukeboxes and all kinds of things that if I were to just kind of be on the down low and try to hide that I'm a reseller, I would have never found out what was in their basement. And I've bought some cool things. I've passed up a lot of cool things too. So I carry business cards with me where I go, and I'm not afraid to disclose to people what I'm there for and what I'm doing. So those are the kind of things I want to discuss on the podcast. My wife and I think we have a really interesting story. We have like an origin story, right? Like we're superheroes or something. Not exactly, but I think we have a cool story. I think we have I think we can be helpful. And I think that if you keep watching, you will find content that's useful. I try really hard not to just put up superfluous nonsense. I try not to put up anything that's going to waste your time or mine. I want every click to count, and I want every minute you spend on this channel to be of benefit to you. So that being said, my channel is monetized because, look, I'm doing this. I consider this YouTube channel a part of my business. So I run commercials on it, and I know that's intrusive, and I ask for your grace on that. So, anyhow, I think that's pretty much the topics that I wanted to cover for y'all. I'm going to New Jersey tomorrow. I get on a plane in 5 hours, as a matter of fact. I have laundry I have to throw in the dryer. I have a bag I need to pack, and then I need to go to bed. I'm going to a conference with this podcast. So we are broadcasting live from from a conference in Toms River, New Jersey. And so if you want to learn more about that, you can go to that website up there. If that doesn't interest you, that's cool. That's cool too. So anyhow, that's what I have to say. Again, thank you, Pete. You are truly the man. I live up north in Wisconsin. I know you are a Bears fan. I am a Packers fan. So, but we can get along. And I'm only about 4.5 hours from your shop. I have family down in Milwaukee, and I keep thinking, man, I got to go down and see this guy Pete's shop, man. I got to go see this dude's shop. And now that you kind of are aware of me, I'd really like to know how you heard of me, for one thing. That would be, I don't know how you got turned on to my channel, but whoever told you about me, thank you. Thank you very much. So anyhow, maybe I'll see you sometime at your shop, Pete. You're the man. I dig your stuff. I love your content, and you're a great guy. I like you very much. And check out the other guys, Scavenger's Life, and check out Entrepreneur Girl also. And I think that kind of puts a nice, tidy little bow on this little train wreck here. So thanks for watching tonight. And hey, happy picking.